Rosie, you're so mean.
What?
Why would you do that?
What? Bailey?
Come on now.
What do you want?
I heard this from the old lady next door, but you went and took your really good-looking boyfriend home with you and showed Mom and Dad? Why did you never tell me about that? Jesus! If you're bringing your boyfriend over with you, then you should tell me too. I have to be there in order to see if he'll be a good fit for me or not. That's the reason I didn't tell you crap. What? Listen, Bailey. I don't go out finding men I like and want to be in a relationship with just to bring them around you and have you take them. And by the way, you are not in the place to be texting me about anything at all right now. Why not? Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten about the fact that 4 years ago you stole my husband from me. You would never be able to forget that, right? Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. And Mom has told you plenty of times now that you are not allowed around their house ever again. But each time she tells you that, you just show up more and more frequently with that stupid, emotionless smile on your face. And what about that? I have to go back to Mom and Dad's house often in order to find out if you've brought another man over to the house or not. If I can't go there anymore, I won't know who you're with. Are you kidding me? All of the men you bring in are always so amazing. But the thing is, all of those men deserve to be with me, a far more wonderful and attractive woman. And actually, all of the men you've brought home with you in the past have always fallen in love with me, right? I've always loved having those men fall for me like that, and it's become sort of an addiction now. Huh? What are you talking about? I've only ever had one man that you stole from me, and that was my previous husband. What are you talking about? There was the classroom president you were with in middle school, and the leader of that club you were in back in high school. And in college, you had that boyfriend who was a model, right? I liked him. Wait, all of those guys were never my boyfriends. What? I'm sure to those around us we looked like we were a thing because we'd always hang out with each other all the time. But the only reason I was ever around the class president in middle school all those times is because I was the vice president. And the reason I was always talking with the leader of that club in high school is because I was the manager for all his events. As for that model in college, he actually did end up asking me out, but at the time I was already dating the man I would one day call my husband, who is currently my ex. So I had to turn that model down. What? Are you serious? Well, at this point, all of that is history and doesn't really need to be brought up anymore. But what I know about you that needs to be talked about is all of those men you've stolen from other women. And the fact that you feel like it's a great thing that you've stolen so many men from be it me or any other woman is a huge problem. You need to grow up a little, Bailey. What? For some reason, I'm getting even more fired up now. What? Telling me that everyone else besides your ex had no close relationships to you at all makes me upset, actually. It makes me feel like you're trying to make me feel bad about everything I've done. So I'm going to make an announcement right now. That man that you're with right now, I'm going to steal him from you whether you like it or not. That'll show you. Ugh. By the way, whatever happened to my ex-husband that you stole from me? You know, the man you cried and begged for days and weeks who had been working for a very large company and had all the features you liked? What happened with him? Did you guys already break up? Oh, right. For some reason, the flame just went cold. After just 2 months, he and I broke up. I see. That's why I'm not even going to attempt to hold back as I go for your current boyfriend. Then let me say this. What? If you think you can take him, then give it your best shot. Huh? I'm going to tell him everything about you right now so that he knows what to expect. I'll let him know that you maliciously try and steal all of my men from me, even those that aren't in a relationship with me, and then move on to the next man that I'm around when you get bored with the previous. Did you just say I'm maliciously doing this? So you have a better way to describe yourself? There's no way a beautiful, sexy woman like myself is malicious. Well, whatever way you think of yourself, consider meeting him to be a very hard challenge. This previous time was probably his last for a while, and I'm not sure when the next time will be when he comes around to Mom and Dad's house. So it's better that you not even try going after him. Also, I'm going to show him all these texts you've sent me so he understands that this is serious. Huh? There is not going to even be a chance of you stealing him from me this time. Huh? Bye now. Rosie, hello. How many months has it been since we last chatted? Well, anyway, I've gone and taken your boyfriend. Again. The fact that you haven't said anything to me about this yet means you never even noticed. By the way, your boyfriend George is frickin' awesome. I went to your apartment since I saw George going in there. All I had to do was knock on the door saying who I was, and he let me right inside. And right then and there, he and I got into it, and I got to have myself a little taste of what's to come. Thank you for that wonderful meal. And guess what? George is so far the most handsome-looking and high-spec man that I have seen. And I've recently been really thinking about settling down soon. Since he's the perfect man for me, I'm going to take him and get married. Sorry for stealing yet another one of your men. What the hell? Did you tell me that you just stole my boyfriend and that you're going to marry him now? Bailey? Oh, good morning, Rosie. Thank you so much for once again bringing me another high-spec man to take. What are you talking about? Especially when there's no chance you've come across my boyfriend. But right now, George and I just stopped at the courthouse and dropped off our marriage forms. George? That's right. We just made sure to get rid of that apartment you had always been staying at with him, and now he's moving in with me. After all, he's going to be my husband now. Wait, who the hell is he? He's my new husband. That's not what I'm asking. Who the hell is George? Like I've said, he's your now ex-boyfriend. But my boyfriend goes by the name George. And he's not even in the US currently. He's not? What, did Mom never tell you anything about him? She told me you continued to barrage her with questions about him, and so she had to give you his name to get you to shut up. Oh, I get it now. You got the name George and George mixed up, I think. Huh? Wait, but George, wasn't he living with you in that apartment I was just at? Did you go out to Havensfield to get that apartment? That's right. Well, I moved out of that apartment a year ago, and I've never been back there. Huh? You moved out of there? Which means I haven't been living there for a year now. Huh? I'm going to assume that George guy moved into that apartment after I had moved away and is most likely American, right? Where are you right now, Rosie? Overseas. Huh? You're overseas? I'm back in George's hometown with his family. The reason that I was ever able to meet a guy like him in the first place is because he came to our state to do some business with one of his company's customers, and then had to go back home after a few months. So before he had to head back home, I told him that I'd be coming with him, and so I quit my job and flew out of the States with him. I just found myself a job here, actually, and so things are finally starting to calm down for me again. What the heck? How dare you get a foreign boyfriend like that? You're so mean! He and I just got married a month ago, so you can call him my husband now. What? Does that mean a while back when you brought him over to Mom and Dad's house? He came over to their house before needing to go back home and asked Mom and Dad for their approval in him marrying me. Before he needed to go back home? So that really means... That's right. Right now I'm texting you from our house that is not in the US. Are you serious? It's funny that you just thought you'd gotten the best of me again and even married him that quickly. Well, congrats for that. What the hell? I only wanted him because I thought that he was yours. There's no reason for me to have gone through all this work to steal him now. Rosie! There's just some random people living in Mom and Dad's house right now. Where's Mom at?
What?
You went to that house again? I did. God. This last month has already been too much for me to handle. George ended up having another woman who he was engaged to at the time. And so that fiancé of his ended up making me pay for their wedding that had to be canceled and a settlement. Everything's been so hard for me, and to be honest, I have no more money. I came back to Mom and Dad's house with the hopes of getting Mom to help me pay for all of this. But as I walked up to the front door, there were random people living inside the house.
If you want to know where Mom and Dad are, they are here with me.
What?
Mom and Dad are living with us in our house now.
Huh? Does that mean that Mom and Dad are overseas now too?
That's right. They went and got all the paperwork done that they needed to do, got their visas to come and live here, went to a language school for 3 months, and then helped us buy a brand new property here. They started doing all of this once they both got fed up with you always causing issues for them, and so they've been preparing for this for over a year now. And finally, a month or so ago, everything worked out the way we had all planned, and they were both able to move out here.
No frickin' way. You all just left me here in the US? How the hell could my own family do something like that to me?
Listen here, Bailey. Ever since you stole my husband from me 5 years ago, this whole family has hated you. Mom, Dad, and myself. You were even told that you were being disowned, yet you continued to go to Mom and Dad for everything, acting like nothing had happened. Seriously, how many times would they have had to tell you you're not family to them anymore before you got the hint?
I never said that was okay.
Nobody said you had the right to say it was okay or not.
What the hell, Rosie?
I think that the 3 of us had been too kind to you after what you did. We told you that you were not a part of the family anymore, yet we continued to talk with you through text and such. The only reason we've really been continuing to talk with you is to try and prevent you from getting too crazy. Had we blocked you 5 years ago, we were afraid you might lash out and try to kill us. But by staying in contact with you, we seem to have only made things worse.
Rosie?
Today, Mom, Dad, and myself are going to the store to get new phones and new SIM cards for here.
What?
I thought I'd just let you know that before we get our new numbers.
Hold on a sec. I got a divorce from George. There was no hope in trying to rely on him for money and things since he lost it all to his fiancée.
I see.
Most of our distant family is on the other side of the US now, and most of them won't even talk to me anymore. So, I would like to come with you.
I don't want Mom or Dad to have to suffer through any more of your crap with you.
You're saying I caused them to suffer?
That's right, Bailey.
What?
That's the whole reason why I worked with them to get them to move here. We all want to be free from you now, so don't you dare get in our way.
Rosie!
I'm blocking you now. Bye forever. What happened with my little sister after that is pretty hard for me to know specifically since I blocked her. But luckily my mom was able to get in touch with that fiancé of George's that ended up being caught in Bailey's mayhem and has been talking with her ever since. From what she's told my mom, Bailey ended up going to work at a strip club for a few weeks to start making some money for the settlement. But in between working shifts there, she would go throughout the city collecting cans and bottles to get dimes back for at the local supermarket. However, she too wasn't able to get a hold of Bailey anymore after a while, most likely due to Bailey's phone breaking or her not being able to pay her phone bills. And only a month later, we got one last bit of information about her through a rumor, and it's not great. The last of her that was seen was of her getting into the back of a black van with 2 other men, and then it driving off to never be seen in the city again. But a week after that happened, some money came into the fiancé's account from Bailey to finish off paying her settlement, so she still has to be alive somewhere. I'm just glad that she paid off all that settlement and hopefully will not cause any more trouble for anyone now. As for my parents and I, we're all out living in a very lovely villa out in Spain now with my new husband. We ended up getting this place with the help of my parents as they were getting ready to move here, and so far it's fit the 4 of us in it comfortably. Both my parents are going to some more classes again, to improve their Spanish even more. And I was able to get myself a job working for an American company here in Spain, where I can use both my English and Spanish skills to work. Luckily, George never had to really talk or see my sister in person, because after showing him the text she had sent me a while back, along with the story about her stealing my ex-husband, George said he'd slap her across the face the moment she came near him. And based off how large my husband's arms are due to all the competitive bouldering he does, he'd probably end up killing her with one slap. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Dad, I'm sorry for texting you while you're at work, but I need your help. There's something going on here at home.
Hey, Maggie. It's my lunch break right now, so I can talk for a bit. What do you need help with?
What am I supposed to do about this? I can't go inside the house right now.
What?
I came back home early today because my stomach started to hurt and bother me quite a bit.
What? Are you feeling well enough to stay home, though? Do you need to go see the doctor?
I was able to see one of the nurses near my office, and she gave me some medicine and said I most likely just have a really upset stomach. So right now it's not as bad, but I'm not feeling well enough to get any more work done today.
I see. So you're at the house now, right?
Yes, I just got here a few minutes ago. But I wasn't able to go inside the house, so I went down to the park near our house and I'm laying on a bench.
What happened at the house that kept you from going inside?
That guy was in the house!
That guy?
Chris?
What? Your former stalker?
Yes. When I left for work this morning, I forgot to grab the key to the house so that I could let myself back in when I got home. So, since I wasn't able to go through the front door, I walked around to the yard and thought I'd be able to get in through the side entrance by the garage. And that's when I saw him.
So he's inside the house right now?
Yes.
Wait, but isn't today the day that Mom should be home? Did that guy get into the house while she left the house to go shopping or something? This isn't good. I'm going to have to give her a call right now.
Dad, wait! Mom was in there too.
What?
Her and Chris, they were on the couch together.
What did you say?
I shouldn't really get into all the details for you, right? I'm sure it would upset you further, but,
I know what you're trying to say, so don't even feel bad for bringing this up to me. If anything, I'm very thankful that you're telling me the truth about what you all saw in the house. Honestly, I'm sure you are feeling pretty terrible yourself now, and I don't mean what's going on with your stomach. You just had to see your mom with your ex-stalker, so I'm sorry for that, Maggie. I think for the time being, we need you to find a place to get some rest, since your stomach isn't feeling too well. Do you want to go see a doctor about it and wait there?
I don't think I need to see one since I've already talked with the nurse about it.
Well then, how about you wait for me at that park? Give me a minute now. Maggie? I had a talk over the phone with one of the managers at the cafe down the street from that park you're at. I told him what's going on, and he said that you can go relax in the cafe for a bit if you need to.
At the cafe? Why did you call there?
One of the managers, honestly, the owner and his wife, they both went to school with me in middle school. Their house is behind the cafe, and they said they'd be fine having you come to their cafe, and even going in and taking a nap in their house. I also had a talk with my boss about what's going on, and I'll get the rest of today off to come home. So could you please go to the cafe and wait for me?
All right, I'll start heading there now. Thank you, Dad.
Haven, do you have a second?
Oh, hey, Brennan. Aren't you supposed to be working right now? What's going on there?
Right now I'm on my afternoon break, well, I was just told before taking this break that I'm needed at another office out of state for a bit. So I thought I'd just let you know about that.
Oh, so you're going on a little business trip?
And actually, Maggie will be coming along with me.
What? Why would she be going along with you?
You've known about how the company I'm working for and the company that Maggie is at have been customers with one another, right?
Yeah. I guess you told me about that a while back.
And well, this time that other office is asking for one representative from both companies to go over and help them with the project, so both myself and Maggie were chosen to be the ones to head on out there and help out for a little bit.
What a coincidence.
So there you go. This will be the reason for why we both will be going on this business trip together. And depending on how things go with the project, she might even get a promotion, which would be wonderful for her. Right?
It sure would be. Well, thank you for letting me know about it.
Maggie? I just went and had a conversation with your mom about how we'd be going on that business trip together.
All right. But man, was the timing for all of this perfect. Who would have thought that while you and I have been planning out how to deal with Mom, our companies would ask us to work on that project together?
And the fact that this project will be out of state and take some time, I guess that getting all the evidence we need of your mom cheating on me will become a whole lot easier for the both of us now. However, during this whole trip, I'm not really going to be thinking about actually working or anything.
Yeah, I feel the same way there. But we have to do what our companies are expecting us to do, so let's get all of that taken care of first.
Yeah, let's do that.
My break is over with now.
Oh, it's getting to that time, isn't it? Well then, good luck with the remainder of your work today.
Thank you, Dad, and you as well.
Haven, you just made it to the hotel we'll be staying at.
That must have been a pretty long drive for you both today. I'm assuming that Maggie is there with you as well, right? Same room?
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, she'll be in the room next to mine, but there is a door in between the walls to each room we can leave open. Right now, we're getting ready to go out and grab a quick snack before bed.
I see. I'm sorry, Brennan, but can we cut things short for tonight?
Why?
Well, I have a friend of mine coming over here shortly.
Oh. That's pretty rare for you to do.
I'd been texting her about how for a little while I'd be home all alone because you both are out of state, and so she said she'd come over and keep me company. She's even planning on staying the night tonight. I'll have her stay in the guest room since that's the only clean room in the house right now. But anyway, when she gets here, I won't really be able to talk much.
Understood. Have fun with your friend then.
I will. Good night.
Good night.
Dad? The camera I'd placed in your bedroom just caught some video of Mom and Chris together in bed. For a bit there, she was looking at her phone, so I'm assuming that was when you were texting her?
That was me. I just wanted to let her know that you and I made it to the hotel. Thanks for telling me about that. It's so crazy how far technology has advanced. Are you still watching them now?
A little.
Well, I'm done talking with her tonight, and I'm sure we both know what she's going to be doing in that bed with him. So you can stop watching now, and let the camera record.
Good point. They've already started making out, so I'm not sticking around for this nasty crap anymore.
Maggie? I just stopped by my lawyer's office and picked up some more evidence he helped find.
Oh, alright, good.
From here on out, I think it would be best for you to lay low, let me handle all the legal stuff.
Wait, why should I stay out of it?
Because the person I'm going to have to deal with besides your mom is that stalker of yours. Ex-stalker, I mean. And from what the lawyer and his private detective were able to find for us, he is still actively trying to find out where you go and look through all your social media accounts.
What?
Honestly, I'm happy that you and I have been out of the state so many times these past few months.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
I don't want him finding any more about you than he already has. So let me and my lawyer handle the rest of this. You can go ahead and get going. All right?
Dad, will do. Good luck with finishing what we've started.
Haven, can we have a little chat?
Oh, hi, Brennan. Are you texting me to tell me about how you've made it back to that hotel again?
Not this time. This time I have something a little more in-depth to talk about, so I hope you have some time right now.
What? Something more in depth?
What? Is right now not the best time for you?
I'm afraid so. Right now I'm in the bathtub, relaxing, so can we talk about all of that later?
Well, I knew you would be taking your phone with you into the bathtub.
It's not like my arms and head are in the water or anything, so what's wrong with me having my phone in here? It's waterproof anyway. When I get out of the tub and am dried off, I'll text you back, alright? Just give me a little bit longer.
I can't. I'm sorry, but that is not going to happen this time.
What? Now why can't you just wait a little while? You don't have anything going on over at the hotel right now, do you?
I'm sorry for bothering you while you're in the tub with another man, but I'm gonna need a settlement from the both of you, so please get on that for me.
What? Come on now, why would you say something like that to me? I'm at home all by myself and you're talking about there being another man here? Are you suspecting me of cheating on you right now or something? Don't do something like this, Brennan. You know better than to think your wife would ever do that to you.
I have a witness's account of what was seen.
What?
And to gather more evidence based on what the witness had seen, a camera was placed in our bedroom.
A camera?
I also went and got in touch with a lawyer who hired a private investigator for me, and
What?
from what they were able to find for us, I've had to think about nonstop for days now. It's all gut-wrenching to think about, and I almost feel like I have appendicitis now.
So you found out?
That man you're currently sitting in the bathtub with just so happens to be the same man that was stalking our daughter very often 2 years ago. Chris, right?
What?
We both had thought that after the first time I talked with him about what he was doing and told him to knock it off, things would be over with. What are you doing, Haven? Don't even try to act dumb about this all now. Start talking to me like everything has already been found out, because that's the reality of things right now.
Okay. 2 years ago, when we started to confront Chris for stalking Maggie, I fell in love with him. And, well, he sort of noticed that I began to have those feelings for him.
And?
Brennan, if you can promise me that you and I will get a divorce, I will leave you alone forever and marry Chris next. And I'll let you see Maggie sometimes, and you and I will never have to see or talk to one another again. How does that sound?
This is exactly what my lawyer and the investigator said would happen. You know, it's crazy how good those two are at their jobs. I never wanted to think that my wife, of all people, would start to cheat on me with the man that caused our daughter so many scares. I'm in disbelief right now. You're not mother to Maggie.
But...
Don't you even think of telling me there was no other choice. I'm not going to take that kind of answer from you after this.
Oh, but Brennan...
Just like you were asking, you and I will get a divorce.
Really? Are you sure? So you're really going to divorce me and let me have Chris?
Yes.
Well, then that means I can be with Chris forever now.
However, Maggie will come with me, and you will never get to see or talk with her again.
What?
You thought that you'd just get to keep her around you? Who in their right mind would want to keep calling someone their family when they're getting married to the creep that stalked them? You know dang well that she wants nothing to do with either of you two now.
But everyone's always told me that in a divorce, it's always the mother that gets to keep her kids.
What are you going on about, Haven? Maggie is over 18 years old now. She's an adult now, and her own person.
What?
The only time things like parental custody would ever be a problem in a divorce is if the kids are still younger than 18. Maggie is in her 20s now, and has the freedom to go wherever she wants and be with whoever she wants.
But hold on. But Chris is a really good-looking man, and he has a lot of money. If you think about those two things together, of course Maggie will want to see us.
Huh? You think that Chris has money?
Back when we found out he'd been stalking Maggie for so long, you told him he had to pay a small settlement so that you wouldn't call the police on him, right? And he paid that off in one payment. That was quite a bit of money you ended up asking him for, so the fact that he was able to hand you the money right then and there means he has to be rich.
While our daughter had been in distress, who the hell were you worried about?
It's not my fault that I just so happened to fall in love with another man at that time. Love is a thing that nobody truly understands.
That's not what I'm talking about. You want to know where that money came from? It came from his father, who happens to be a business owner. He owns a construction company that is doing very well and brings in a lot of money for him.
What?
And guess what? After what happened then, his mom and dad both disowned him and told him his chances of ever getting the company were 0. And so for the past 2 years, he's been doing very ethically questionable and downright illegal jobs for people trying to make some cash. To those of us who know a thing or two about these kind of people, we call them lowlifes. And normally I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but in his case, he is a terrible person.
What? Are you sure about that?
How about you ask your boyfriend, who is sitting right there next to you? Although I'm sure as of right now he doesn't have the patience to sit around and tell you the truth.
Huh? What do you mean?
Right now, my parents, and your parents, along with Chris's parents and my lawyer,
What?
they're all sitting outside the house right now, and will be letting themselves in.
Wait!
What? Are you still trying to relax in the tub? Get your clothes on, and go downstairs right now.
Hey, Brennan. Oh, please let me back into your life. I was thinking that by becoming Chris's wife, I'd become so happy and live a happy life. But right after we got married, I never expected him to change so suddenly. He's scaring me, Brennan. I finally found a chance to text you without him being around me. Oh, please help me. Help me, Brennan. Please.
After my parents and everyone else entered the house, they were all about to get my wife and Chris downstairs and sat them both down. None of them even said a word after sitting them down at the couch. They only gave them very disappointed stares that dug right into their souls. I eventually arrived there soon after everyone else, and we started talking about what had happened and what was going to happen involving those two. And thank goodness I didn't let my daughter come home, because a lot of the things they said about everything was terrible. A few days later, I was able to confirm that money came from both of them to pay the settlement I had asked for, then proceeded to go to the courthouse with my lawyer and divorce her. But even after that, those two somehow still went and got married. And after that, I even got to find out just how scary of a man Chris really is. He never lets her out of his sight, and is watching her on all platforms to make sure she's not up to anything. She also got to find out about his line of work, or lack thereof, which I had told her a little while back was illegal in many ways. Let's just say that if he really wanted to, he could probably make some good money off of my ex-wife's body if he needed to. Well, I'm long gone from that whole situation now, so I don't care what happens between those two, because none of us really understand love anyway, right? As for my daughter and I, we both made sure that after all the trouble of dealing with Haven, we got right back to work and finished the project at hand. After that project we had both been working on turned out to be a major success, her company ended up merging with mine and she was promoted. And with the promotion, though, she was asked to stay at the office we had visited so much, and so she moved out of state. I stayed sort of close to home, and since I got a small promotion myself, I am now the manager of the projects department that works right alongside my daughter. Every so often I'll go out to see her for work, and so when I do, I stay over at her house instead of getting a hotel room from the company. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.